Coming up today on Great Day Connecticut, Connecticut Lighting Centers is giving us a little lesson about planning ahead. Scott stopped by their showroom to talk all about new home plans and renovation discussions.
Plus, a spectacle you've got to see: music, dancing, costumes, and giant puppets. We're talking about an amazing artistic event happening in Hartford this weekend.
And an easy and delicious dish that's perfect for a meatless Monday dinner. Chef Plum is showing us how to make corn fritters with cilantro lime crema.
We're making your day a great one, starting right now.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to A Great Day Connecticut and your Monday. I'm Kara Sundlin.
And I'm Caitlin Francis. Scott is in France.
Yes, oui. He's having a good old time, we think.
We hope.
We're hoping he's bringing back some lovely croissants with chocolate. That's what I'm thinking. Pain de chocolat.
I asked for a beret.
A raspberry beret?
That's what he said. I was like, I don't know, but it feels Parisian, so bring me back a beret and bring me back some wine. He's in Bordeaux, so.
Oh, right. So I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend, and there were some fun things in our state this weekend. I know Saturday was a little iffy, but at least the rain was clearing up. A lot of us from Channel 3 were at the UConn game.
Yeah.
There we are. And if you come, we've got a Channel 3 team at every home game. Look for our tent in Fan Fest. Yes, that's my daughter, Helena, on the left. I did bring her along, and Melissa brought her daughter, Charlotte. Yeah, and Erin had her daughter, Connolly, and then the rest of the team. So it was actually, the rain cleared up just in time.
Perfect, which is all you can ask for, right? And I heard, I wasn't there this past weekend, but I heard it was actually a close game.
It was very close.
That's at least a little bit of good news. And the homecoming for the Huskies, October 21st. They're hosting South Florida. That should also be a pretty good game. And we are giving away 4 packs of tickets all week long. We're announcing winners.
Yeah, 4-pack of tickets. All you have to do is go to WFSB.com. Yeah. You can enter on our website and then watch our 11 p.m. news, and you'll find out if you are a winner. Yay. The other thing that I felt like I was very all over the place today, but all over this place this weekend. So it was so much fun, though. We went to Sound on Sound, and Jim Bazzi was talking all about it. They really did a nice job revamping it. It was amazing. We went for the night on Saturday with Red Hot Chili Peppers. Here's Governor Lamont, though, with John Mayer, who closed out Sunday night to this huge crowd. And I didn't realize this, but he's from Connecticut.
He's from
John's dad was the principal of Central High School in Bridgeport.
Yeah, he grew up in Fairfield. I have to say, and I don't know, I've been obsessed with John Mayer since I was, I don't know, maybe middle school, high school.
Okay.
So, like, since he released No Room for Squares.
Okay.
So
he's a Connecticut son. Alanis Morissette was there as well. A lot of Red Hot Chili Peppers Saturday night.
She's fantastic. I know that you went Saturday, but Alanis Morissette and John Mayer played Sunday. I saw Alanis in May. I saw John play in Boston in March.
Incredible.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I think I've seen John Mayer play, I can't even count how many times.
Well, it was, I didn't get to see the Sunday Night Show, but everyone was talking great things about it.
How are the Chili Peppers?
The Chili Peppers were amazing, and it's just, it's a great venue to see it. We were lucky that the rain had stopped.
They did one stage this year, right?
One stage.
One big stage so everybody could see everything. You don't miss anything.
You could be in the wine garden, you could be in the beer garden, you could be in the VIP area, which had beautiful... The Ferris wheel. Yep. I know that people on social media are talking about some snafus with parking. Maybe they'll have to work on that, but in general... I thought it was a really great event, and to have those names right here in Connecticut was nice, right at Seaside Park in Bridgeport.
And some of the smaller performers too. Mount Joy played, and I love Mount Joy. There were a lot of other smaller acts that maybe Nathaniel Rateliff.
That was.
I think that was Saturday.
That was Saturday. Yeah,
like very good acts. I think they got a lot of really good performers. But let's switch gears a little bit.
Have you have a furry friend at home? So we already know that they're family.
Yes.
And you do want them to be around as long as possible. But that is why October is National Pet Wellness Month. And, we know the thing that how old are you in cat years or dog years? They say they age 5 to 7 times faster than humans. So there are some things that we can do. And I know our Great Day vet Dr. Dennis. She's come on a lot, but we want to keep them healthy, focus on their nutrition, control their weight. That can be hard to do sometimes.
I know. So that means basically like no people food, no table scraps, right? Like not a ton of extra treats, all those kinds of things. Make sure I just took my pup Kyla. I try to take her for a nice long walk. And did you know that sniffing actually equates like a 30-minute walk for dogs?
Sniffing?
Yeah, like if they get a good, if sniffing is like an activity for them. So if it's like enrichment activity.
So if they walk around and sniff, that's enrichment?
Yep.
Okay. Sounds way better than the math that kids have to do.
Right.
All right, here's a question. Do you have a nickname for your car? My first car was called Nissy because it was a Nissan Sentra, so I called her Nissy. We do name our cars in the family. The old Roadmaster was Ursula, but apparently 40% of people do name their cars.
I know a lot of people do this. I never got on board, and so like when people say that they have names for their cars, I get it. I totally understand the premise behind it because you know, like there's famous movies and famous cars, and
yeah, there's like you know, there's the Bug.
Yep.
What was the Bug? It was Lightning McQueen,
Herbie.
of course. Kit from Knight Rider.
Yep.
Generally from Dukes of Hazzard. So yeah, there's all kinds of cars. My daughter, of course, she got a Buick, and it's named Betty because it's a Buick.
Betty, I think, is a popular name for a vehicle.
Okay, so Betty.
Yeah,
anyway.
that's cute.
The big question is it seems like most of them are girls, but our social media producer, Andrea, she just named hers Louis, so he's a boy.
I think like if I were going to name my car, it would be like Bob.
Just Bob. Okay.
I don't know, but like I don't know. I don't get it. I'm not going to. But like if I were, I think like Bob would.
Bob is fine.
Bob.
Okay.
Yeah.
The first Monday of October, that was yesterday, brought some new Supreme Court new laws here in Connecticut, but also a new U.S. postage stamp because the late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg is now on a stamp. It's being officially issued in Washington's National Portrait Gallery.
Okay, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So there's the official portrait of the stamp. So
we don't put people who are living on stamps, so we don't name them after them anyway. I guess there's been something people featured once in a while, but in general, we don't honor living people with stamps. So this is, I bet you a lot of people, it'll be a forever stamp. So if you like to honor Ruth Bader Ginsburg forever, you can get the stamp.
And this is the soonest a person has ever been honored on one of the nation's postage stamps, 3 years after that they die. Okay. So that's pretty interesting.
So we were also sad when Toys R Us went under, and then, you know, what about Jeffrey? But you might get to see them again because
the giraffe.
Yes, Jeffrey the giraffe. So they're getting creative for a comeback, and the parent company is now going to open locations at airports and on cruise ships.
Oh.
First at Dallas Fort Worth International in November.
Okay.
And it's going to have 24 new flagship stores for the 2024 holiday season. So some new locations will go to existing Macy's. I'm not sure.
Like within the Macy's store?
Within the Macy's. So I don't know if they're going to be, I don't know if it's going to be just pop-up or they'll stay. It says for the holidays. I wondered, will they keep them all year?
As I'm sure most kids, when the holiday book for Toys R Us came out, you know, it was that big, thick holiday book with all the toys that you wanted, and you marked and you circled everything, and then you gave it to your parents.
Now the kids are like, Mom, look at this, and they show it on their phone.
But you know, that was like part of the appeal of Toys R Us was that you got the big book. So maybe they're trying to bring that back for the holidays. But cruise ships and airports, those are good places to have them for, you know, little treats for tiny travelers.
I have to admit, I was one of the people who turned on the game last night. Well, my husband was watching, but I also basically watched because I wanted to see, is she really there? And of course, Taylor Swift was there.
Would you normally watch Sunday Night Football?
I just kind of come in and out. Other people in my house do, but I'm usually like doing a Sunday reset.
So I go to sleep Sunday night because I have to get up early for work. But if I do watch football for the game, I have to tell you I would not tune in for Taylor Swift. Please.
Okay, there she is. But I just wanted to know if she was really there, and she was, and the tickets went through the roof.
$9,000 for a ticket, Kara. $9,000.
Oh, gosh.
Because Taylor Swift was there.
But they're like a thing. I mean, she's gotten second game in a row. He was seen leaving her apartment, you know. There you go. Whatever.